Okay, I'm back. Had about 10 minutes. The camera froze. I guess I broke it. This is a face that is entirely capable of breaking the camera. I guess that's what happened. I don't know. So let me just wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. You're very patient. You guys deserve a medal to put up with me for an entire semester. I don't know what I would do if I had to put up with me. Hell, I have to live on this side of these glasses. It's a funny thing. Kafka. Just to restate. Of course, I'm going to restate because I love these problems. Right? So we have evil, the destruction of people, the causing of grave harm to people. Can, in this Kafkaesque world of an old manuscript, can a person such as Hermann Kafka do shit that hurts his son, and yet his son absolves him, clears him of any guilt or blame? Is it still possible, nonetheless, for those behaviors of Hermann to be called evil? Same thing with the nomads. The cobbler says they are not to be blamed. They're simply doing what nomads do. Nature made them this way. They can't be blamed. They don't mean anything by it. That's the language in the context of their communications. So what? They foam at the mouth and their eyes roll back in their heads. This is who they are, what they are, the way that nature made them. But they don't mean anything by it. You remember that language, I'm sure, from the second page of the story. Can they nonetheless be considered evil? We could ask, would Kafka consider them evil? Blameless, but evil. We can look at this from the standpoint of the Kafkaesque world, the world that Kafka has constructed. And then we might also ask, what about from our perspective, if these same situations, these same scenarios, these same circumstances were to reproduce themselves in our world? Let's say my father was a great father, but my father had behaved toward me as Hermann Kafka behaved toward Franz. And I contended that he was simply that way. He couldn't be blamed. Could I, or could someone else observing the situation, regard him, or at least the behaviors, as being evil? Why? Why not? Put another way, must evil be accompanied by blame? Must it? That's the problem in the story. Kafka says they're not to blame, Hermann and the nomads. They're not to blame. We ask the question. Kafka doesn't ask the question. We ask the question. I ask the question. How do we think about these behaviors in terms of evil if Kafka is willing to let the nomads, through the cobbler, let the nomads off the hook and let his father off the hook? You see the problem? I think it's a very interesting one. I do not have the answer. But you know what? I have decided I'm going to work on this as a research project. I'm going to write about this problem. And I suspect that some of your thinking will help me reflect on the problem. Right? I hope hope this is helpful. Listen, if it's not, if it is, this is a hard question. All I want you to do is try to struggle with it. Show me on the page that you're trying to deal with it. You're trying to grapple with it. That's all I ask. Okay? Use the template. That's what it's there for. Step by step by step. What I can't do is your thinking for you. And that's the most important part of the paper. And that's yours to do. Yours to do the thinking and to do the writing, the representation of your thinking in writing. Okay? As long as I see that you are working on it, I'm good with that. Okay? Please be well. Please stay well. I hope I stay well and we're able to finish the semester together. If this can be considered together. I miss you guys so very much. I really miss you. I taught some of Rita's online classes the other day and was able to see her students through Zoom. And I just missed you guys so very much. So please be well, take care, and stay in touch. Bye.